bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Hey, what's good? Happy Monday, good afternoon, and welcome. This is The Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app, TSportsNetwork.com. Yours on television, Fox 34 News Now, YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV. Lots of ways to take us in, however you're doing so. We are glad you've chosen to make us part of your Monday afternoon. Alongside Chris Snead, I'm Chois Woodman. Clint Scott back behind the glass taking care of us today. You can also join the conversation if you'd like to. Your thoughts, comments, questions, all of it welcome on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 Score mobile app, which you can carry anywhere with you. Even listen in out in Hell, Michigan. Sounds like a terrible place.
Pretty warm there.
I doubt it. It is a overreaction Monday. Ayo Sneeder.
What's up? What it do, y'all? What it do? I met a Bottom Line listener yesterday in church.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Bottom line listeners definitely need church.
Yeah, they do. He normally goes to the 9:15 service, but he and his wife were he was judging.
Okay.
He was judging band contest down in
Nice.
the Petroplex. So
when you started out by he was judging, and then
he's probably judging me.
He's
He's probably quietly judging me.
Right.
He's judging you. Yeah.
So
At least he told you.
At least I told you.
We met during the hey, shake hands, meet someone you don't know.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, Jeff.
You
So
know,
good to meet Jeff, and he says, "I hear you on time on the radio." It's like, good. I
Nice.
said, apologize in advance for anything I probably said to offend you. Anyway, good to meet him and his wife, lovely wife. We were sitting there in the church, getting churched up yesterday.
churched up.
Yeah. So,
Horse name.
Sue
That's
dropped
nice.
Sue dropped a great horse name in church yesterday. And I can't remember what it was. Well,
Was it like in the congregation said, horse name?
because she leans over and it was something that the pastor said, and she leans over and she goes, horse name.
Did she really? I love Sue. That's awesome. It's really catching on if the wives are doing it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, my wife has not caught on.
not yet.
No.
Yeah, neither.
She rolls her eyes still.
So,
Yeah, I usually get a roll of the eyes
How about
and a
this
sigh.
copious eye roll? Is that a horse name?
could be.
Okay. All right.
You know,
I was trying to weasel one in there.
We spent the first 5 minutes avoiding.
I mean, I've got stuff to talk about here,
Well,
and
yeah, it's your fault.
I mean, I
blaming you for
don't
the
want to
loss.
go off. I mean,
It's all your fault. You know that, right?
what'd I do?
You picked Tech 12-0, so you.
I mean, Chuck says I picked him 11-1.
Maybe you did. I actually have it written down.
I mean, Chuck says I thought I was pretty sure I was 12-0 this
I
year.
thought you were.
We had a promo that was 12-0.
Yeah.
But that was
But I don't know if that was the
I don't know
official
if that was
picks.
the official pick
I said I'm all in.
record-wise.
I said I'm all in. I put the 529s in there. I put the Rolex in there. I put the deed to the house. Everything's on the thing because you got to win. But you know what? Everything is still in front of you.
It is, but it feels different. The only way I say that it feels different is that your margin for error is gone. That's what's different.
Well,
And you need a little help.
I disagree with
Not
that
necessarily.
as well. I disagree with that as well. Because the Big 12 champion is going to get there. Your margin for error to go there as an at-large is gone away. I think you're going to get there as a Big 12 champion. Now you're working your way into having to win the Big 12 championship to get there.
That's why I say your
But as of
margin
right
for
now,
error is gone.
I think you're an at-large team. I think you're still an at-large team.
Well, you're ranked 14th, and obviously 12 get in.
Mm-hmm. Not all of those 13 in front of you are going to be there.
You're an at-large team if you don't lose another game.
I agree with that.
But also acknowledging losing another game could be in the Big 12 championship.
Now, if you lose another game in the Big 12 championship game, that's a different story.
Maybe.
I think it's a different story.
Look, I'm talking about margin for error to get to the Big 12 championship. I think an 11-2
game. Big 12 champion runner-up that lost to another 11-1 team or 12-0 team is going to get into it, and pretty good chance they're going to host.
We'll see. I'm saying your margin for error is gone to get to the Big 12 championship.
Yeah.
There's too many other teams, I think, that will finish with 2 losses in this league. And if you want to guarantee your spot in Arlington, you have to go.
I agree with that.
8-1, 11-1.
I agree with you, and I are simpatico on that.
So that's why I'm saying your margin for error is gone. You can't lose another regular season game. To ensure that you're going to be in the Big 12 championship.
To ensure.
Yeah.
I think you can get there because wasn't there 10-2 last year?
There were 2 10-2s.
Well, there were 4
10-2s.
Yeah.
4
got in.
two-loss conference.
Yeah. So there was
BYU and Colorado also
10-2s.
had 2 losses, and then Iowa State and Arizona State had 2 losses, and they hit the tiebreaker.
Yeah, you had 4
losses.
7-2 teams tie for first.
Remember, we were in the tiebreaker scenario. If this and this happened, we were still in the.
If Texas Tech would have beaten TCU specifically, you would have played in the Big 12 championship. That's been figured out.
Horned frogs.
So, anyway, we have all sorts of times to discuss what could and will happen in the future. But what didn't happen was a win on Saturday, and it was just kind of a frustrating overall day. You knew this was coming. You knew that you weren't going to play blowout football for the entire season.
Yeah.
So this was going to happen at some point. The question was, would you be able to survive it?
It felt wonky and disjointed from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody this morning said it was the playbook dumbed down. And I just kept saying to myself as I was watching the game, I said, it seems like we're running the same 4 plays over and over again. And and about every 4th play is quarterback power. And I think we've fallen in love with the fact that Will's pretty good at that, but the rest of the world knows he's pretty good at that too. And so they're expecting it. And if I'm expecting it sitting in somebody's living room, halfway through my 3rd vodka cranberry, I would think that a guy that's practiced all week is probably keen to the fact that about every 4th or 5th play is here comes quarterback power from Will Howard.
Are you going
Hammond,
cranberry juice or juice cocktail?
I'm a cranberry juice. I'm not a juice cocktail guy.
Okay.
You know what though?
It's good for digestion.
But I tell you what, if you want to go
and
fun,
other things,
you go vodka soda, little cran grape.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not against it.
Yeah.
So I distracted you.
Mm-hmm.
I do wonder.
Moth.
I don't know. There may have been some training wheels on. It may have been timidity by your quarterback, your offensive coordinator, your head coach, all of the above.
But why? But why? We've seen him open up the playbook and let him go hog wild against Utah. We gave him some more runway in the game against Kansas. Why all of a sudden are we pulling back the reins against Arizona State?
I think you did not want to get behind because of quarterback error. I'm just going through. I'm not saying it was the right move. I'm just trying to get through the thinking of why you would be more timid. And you trust your defense a lot.
Also felt like you were planning on breaking a lot more tackles.
Yeah.
And you did not.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've had a lot of yards after contact this year, and you had almost none on Saturday.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Happy Monday, all. This is the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app.
Clint.
Choice.
That.
Chris and Clint.
Yes.
With you.
Yes.
What is that?
What's that?
That was Snead going full Mickey in that last segment.
What?
That was Snead the
Go
mouse.
Mickey. I didn't do that.
You didn't?
Yeah.
It sounded like you did. I don't think the tape lies, but
Well, you know what? Here's the deal. I want you to get that ready because I'm about to say I'm about to, they had that segment on Saturday Night Live called Really?
So this is Snead's Overreaction Monday?
This is Snead's. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. First things first. Kenny Perry, I love you, dog. You are my guy. Dude, you are my guy. Special teams coordinator, associate head coach. Kenny Perry, never, ever, ever run that punt formation again. Ever. In the history of ever. Yes. Mac Leftwich.
This can't become a thing.
Yes.
No, it cannot.
Why in the world are we not running Cameron Dickey? Cameron Dickey just ran for 237 yards last week. He had every play. He had every award you could give the guy last week. And we ran him 9 times for, 49 yards? And he got 20 of them on one play?
Less.
Yeah? Why are we doing that? Yes. Arizona State. What in the name of all things holy were you doing with your goalposts at the end of that game? That you almost killed 2 people. And one of them was our football player, another one was an official, so I cared. But here's the thing. You guys, act like you've been there and had to lower your field goalpost before. You just don't drop it like you're gonna drop an anvil onto a car from a 6th floor building. You just drop that thing like it was like you dropped it off a 4th floor window. And it almost hit 2 people. If I'm Kirby Hocutt, I am already on the phone with the commissioner of this league. If we're worried about tortillas and getting $100,000 fines for tortillas, then by God, we're gonna have a conversation about that thing almost hitting one of our players. Yes. And by the way, Arizona State, you're the defending Big 12 champion. You played in the college football playoff last year. Why in the world are you rushing the field? Yes.
You were fine up to that one.
Okay. Hey. And last but not least, what in the world with all these ninja masks? Why are these players wearing these full head cover masks? And they wear these things. I know they see the NFL guys wearing them, and now you got high school guys wearing these things. Why in the world are we wearing these ninja masks? It's 90 degrees outside, and you're gonna go put on a ski mask underneath your helmet like you're some kind of ninja. You're not a ninja, okay? You're playing college football. There are no ninjas in college football. Why are you doing that? Yes.
Perhaps in the new European League, we could get a ninja mascot.
I was okay with just about everything you said. Let them rush the field. They beat the number 7 team in the country.
You're the Big 12 champion. You shouldn't be rushing the field over anybody.
It's fine.
Did we rush the field when we beat them last year?
No. They were a 3-0 team that went, 1-2-10 the year before that? So, no, we did not rush the field.
3-9, but yeah.
Thank you. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only because I looked it up.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah.
The Drake says, based on what it seemed like the offensive game plan was against Arizona State, does Morton make Leftwich seem like a better coach than he is? I just think you went in with a plan that you were going to try to win the game with your defense, and that Hammond would have been able to be a bus driver. But Arizona State tackled the ball a whole lot.
We have breaking news.
Tackled a whole lot better than we thought they would. They were horrible tackling against Utah the week before.
We have breaking news from the Texas Tech press conference. I think people are going to want to hear this.
I can take it.
From Double T.
I can take a guess at it. I have not seen anything.
Yeah, from the Double T Sports Network correspondent Chuck Hines, live and in person at the Texas Tech press conference. He just says,
"Hold on, you're not going to let me guess at what it's going to be? I don't know what the breaking news is. I want to know. I want to see if I could see what you would."
Then you wouldn't be breaking news.
Stop the presses for it. No, I'm guessing at what the breaking news is.
Okay.
Behren Morton's going to start this week.
You'll be wrong.
Okay.
The price is wrong. Now, Kirby Hocutt, Director of Athletics from Texas Tech, says that going forth, no tortillas will be permitted even at kickoff. There you go.
I figured this was coming.
There you go. So
be it. And it's really the only way you
That's
can
the only,
do it.
and
you have to.
Thank you, Kirby. Thank you for doing that.
You have to enforce it by kicking people out. Mm-hmm. Now, there's, as we'll probably get some expansion on this from Kirby Hocutt, I would guess there's some, not guess, I believe there's going to be facial recognition software and that's going into the stadium.
Gentlemen, we have the technology.
We can
identify the perpetrators.
I think you will have
All right, expand.
Row 7.
Kicked out of the game.
Zoom in.
And then you don't get to come back.
Section 21.
I think you will
Row
be
18.
Out for several games.
Seat 9. Ejection. Removal.
Enhance.
Yes.
Enhance.
Blow up.
All right, we got him.
Run him through NCIC.
Move in.
Yes. John Smith, freshman from Granbury. He lives in Bledsoe Hall, room 219. Roommates with Cameron Walker.
And then like a police-style profile pops up on the big board with him in gray.
That guy, yes.
Red lettering.
I love it. We're going to go full NCIS on these guys. You know what I love about these TV shows? These cop shows? These cop shows, they walk into these places, and they've got like every technology thing ever imagined to man. It's like you know what I'm talking about. You watch the SWAT show, and they walk in and it's like that. You walk into a regular cop office, they barely get their email to come up, let alone have to be able to check in anything that they want any time of the day, find somebody's fingerprints in 30 seconds.
I think I broke my microphone. This one from the chat line. How are all the Hammond time people doing?
I don't want to pile on that, but I mean,
it's not about the Hammond time people. It's about the people that are besmirching Behren Morton to me. It's not about Will Hammond. I think he's a freshman and still has freshman inconsistencies. He's got some really high highs that I love. But there's a reason, once again, that he's not your main starting quarterback, and it's because Behren Morton is your consistent quarterback that can take you where you want to go.
Yeah,
I wouldn't guarantee that you win that game with Behren Morton in, but I'd feel pretty confident that you do.
I think there's some plays.
Well,
and
for
some
those
checks.
that didn't like the quarterback draws, you probably wouldn't have seen as many as those.
I think there's some checks you probably wouldn't. I mean, we're not sure. I'm sure we'll find out more clarity in today's press conference about the check into the sprint draw to the short side. That's from the sprint option, the speed option to the short side. Who called that? Was that called from the sidelines, or was that a Will Hammond check?
Coach McGuire said that it was him in the postgame interview, but I don't know if that's him covering up his guy? For his quarterback or his coordinator. I don't know. It's
and you know what? If he's good for him for at least not letting his guy wear that. But I think we all have enough eyes to look and see that maybe the freshman checked into a play that wasn't exactly right for that moment.
South Texas Ambassador Preston says, I just don't understand how Cam Dickey and Jacoby combined for 12 carries. They averaged 4.4 yards a carry, 7.3 yards a carry. How we got away from the run doesn't make sense to me.
I think that may have had a lot to do with the defensive front that Arizona State put up. They're a different front than Kansas. Kansas, not known for their run defense at all. And you also have 3 games against teams that are definitely not known for their run defense.
Arizona State put 7 in the box a lot, but but they also tightened it up, and you could have done some stretch run stuff, especially with Jacoby. Just got away from it, and that happens with every coordinator at times.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It's a Monday, Overreaction Monday if you want, here with Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score. And I quit. Brendan doesn't want me to talk right now.
Don't hit the table. It's just going to make it worse.
I think he actually fixed it. Let's try this again. It's the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. DoubleTSportsNetwork.com and on TV, Fox 34 News Now. Alongside Jamie Lent, who joins us in the First United Bank studio. I'm Chois Woodman. Brennan Riker across the way taking care of us. You can also hit us up if you'd like. Your thoughts, your comments, your questions. All of it welcome on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score mobile app. Take it anywhere with you, even listening out in or on Ghost Lake, New Jersey.
Ooh.
That was nice.
That was basically the dad voice I always used when trying to scare my kids when they were younger.
Did it work?
No, just annoyed them, I think.
I was about to say, I could just see your second daughter just rolling her eyes at you.
Even in the dark, you could see it.
Yeah. That's sus.
Facts.
We've talked plenty of... That was a quick turnaround, Brennan. Talked plenty of Red Raider football. Jamie, I thought we were done with tortilla talk, last week, but we get news from the press conference that no more tortillas are allowed at all. There's a full-on ban per Kirby Hocutt as Texas Tech will incur a $100,000 fine if you get tortillas on the field this week. So they have elected, okay, we're going to ban them all together. There's talk of facial recognition software in the stadium, and saying if you are caught doing this, then you will be out and out for all Texas Tech athletics events for the rest of the year. So,
wow,
this is a steep penalty if you throw a tortilla on Saturday. Someone's going to do it. I think someone will do it.
I think this probably gets into the area of feeling like it's the students daring each other.
Yeah. Someone's going to do it. We'll see how strictly it is enforced. I'm guessing it will be, because if you don't, then it'll come back.
Can't you see like a group of college students gathering around one guy who stays low? And so they're standing around him.
Yeah.
And him letting it fly from below.
Dang, there's another one.
I can totally see a bunch of college students doing
I could
that.
see it, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds like a great way for me to throw a tortilla without getting in trouble.
Yeah,
Could we delete?
Brennan's safe.
Could we delete that? Because did I just tell these
I think you just gave ideas.
youngsters how to do this?
And now...
Yes.
Okay, find your short friend, huddle around him.
Short friend.
Now Kirby Hocutt's going to be like, this was freaking Jamie's fault.
I can only imagine how disappointed that Kirby Hocutt and Joey McGuire and
Sure they
the
are.
powers that be at Texas Tech are that we've gotten to this point.
Look, basically what stinks about it is you kind of have let the Big 12 win on this whole thing. You've let the whole battle.
By you mean who?
Texas Tech in general, you're having to concede to the Big 12. Here's what I'm saying. You're having to concede to them, but only because your fans couldn't get it under control and just do it at the opening kickoff like you want.
Yeah, I don't put any blame on Texas Tech.
No. I'm saying Texas Tech as a we. As
they tried to,
a group, not the university itself.
Texas
or
Tech, it
athletics
feels like, did everything they could
tried.
to try to allow the tradition to live.
And that's what stinks is you've basically have to give it up because people couldn't stick to the parameters. So now Kirby did take. He said, "I'd take the blame. It's on me for kind of inciting this whole thing, for leaning into it," is what he said. And that's I get it. He kind of did. He did the 15-1 thing. He did. He was trying to still.
Yeah, but I guess I will say I appreciate him saying that. But
I do too.
But again, we put parameters in place to make sure that we could still do this. And if it was about that tradition that mattered, we could still do this and not have any issues. And we clearly chose, some fans chose to not follow those parameters and, ruined it for everybody else. Is really what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like Texas Tech has done the right thing here. I'm sure they feel bad about it. I'm sure, like you're saying, you hate the fact that you've kind of let the Big 12 win in this, and not just the conference, but every other team in the conference that complained about it. At the same time, you got to kind of you got to take it at this point because you do not want it to hurt your football team.
Exactly. So that's the deal. You can look at it as I mean, Rob said it really well last week. If you're still throwing tortillas and you're a fan of tortillas, you're not a fan of Texas Tech. And it's not that you didn't love the tradition, anything like that. But you can look at this as a battle lost to the Big 12, but you still have a chance to win the war, and that's the league. And you can still go shove it to every single team out there that voted against it. You can stand atop and win the trophy that everybody else is chasing. And that's the best way.
That's the ultimate.
Yeah, that's what you're going for here.
Shut them up.
Yeah. So it sucks. I'm so sick and tired of talking about tortillas, so I hope this is it. But I hate the whole scenario because people couldn't rein it in. This from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Can we take a moment and soak in that somebody rushed the field when they beat us, Texas Tech? That's pretty impressive to me. We're still going to the ship, still going to the playoffs. That's from E-Rock. Okay.
I still think you have a good chance. I still think, if you were laying down the odds of who's going to get there and who's not, of the 5 or 6 teams that have a really good shot at this point, I still think we're up there near the top. I really do. The margin for error, like you talked about earlier, Choice, much smaller. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But I think you're talented. You're the most talented team. So if you play up to your capabilities, I think you have a great shot to get there. Do you have to have a little bit of help? I think you do, and I think you'll get it.
I actually don't think you do. You fit basically all the scenarios out there. There's a machine that does this. I think I punched in a bunch of scenarios just playing with it, and there's one, I think, of tiebreaker scenarios that you don't win. Almost everything, like 10 or 15 different ones with the wins you have right now.
Okay, so if you're saying there's one, that means there's at least one.
I think it was if Cincinnati wins out and Arizona State wins out, I think that was the one, maybe.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That could get you.
So clearly they don't play each other.
No, they do not.
Yeah.
No, but Cincinnati has a pretty darn tough schedule ahead of them.
Yeah. Completely agree.
BYU's an underdog on the road at Iowa State this weekend. I just gave that away because you were going to guess the lines here in a little bit. There's your teaser. It's the bottom line on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Thrilled to be part of your Monday afternoon. It's the bottom line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Chois Woodman, Jamie Lent, yours from the First United Bank studio. I'll keep the comments coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. I've got a buzzword I'm going to bring up here in just a little bit. But before that, we got a question.
Time now for Jamie's question of the day on 100.7 The Score. Brought to you by someone not named Jamie and presented by Connecticut of West Texas. Life's hard, your water shouldn't be.
Jamie, Brennan, our fine listening audience. I'm going to steal a question that Jamie's used about 15 times this year. It's not even 15, but I've definitely heard you ask this often on the morning drive. As of now, who are the two teams you expect to play in the Big 12 championship game? It's got a lot harder this week.
You go first, Brandon.
I'm going to say, man, it's hard. I don't know if Arizona State's going to get there. I think what we saw this weekend was one of those games where their backs are already against the wall and they needed to put together a game just to stay in the hunt for a spot in the game. I'm going to say you're either going to play BYU. It's not going to be Utah. Man, I don't want to say Cincinnati because I think Cincinnati is going to come back down to reality here pretty quickly.
Snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'll say Arizona State for now.
So you think an ASU rematch? Wow.
I don't know who else because it's not going to be Houston. I don't think Cincinnati is.
Is Houston the biggest pretender right now of all the ones that are in the contenders list?
Yeah, I think so.
They're 6-1. They're 3-1 in league play. I mean, we find out this weekend, right? If they're a contender or pretender, they go to Arizona State. So we find out about Houston.
I think we found out a little bit about them this weekend. I thought that was a good win.
No, I mean if they could actually win a Big 12 title.
Okay.
That's
right,
more of
fine.
what I'm talking about.
Fine.
Yeah. If they're actually a contender for the crown, we find out this weekend. All right, so you went with Arizona State and Texas Tech?
Oh, I thought you said
the
team that Texas Tech would the two teams that Texas Tech
No,
face.
the two teams that Texas Tech or that will be playing, whether it's Texas Tech or not.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood the question. Texas Tech and BYU.
Two teams in the Big 12 championship. Okay, Tech and BYU is what Brandon says.
I'm going to go Texas Tech and Arizona State. I think BYU and Cincinnati are each going to lose 2 more games, or 2 games remaining on their schedule.
So you think BYU loses this weekend at Iowa State?
I absolutely think it's possible.
I think it's possible.
Hang on here.
They play at Tech and at Cincinnati.
Yep. I think they're going to lose 2 out of those 3.
I mean, they've got a tough schedule.
At Iowa State. Yep.
Arizona State has the easiest schedule of probably anybody moving forward.
And that's why I still have them getting it.
Now, they've got Houston at Iowa State, West Virginia at Colorado, at Arizona. Really, to me, there's one loss in there, possibly, and that's at Iowa State.
Yeah, who's Iowa State? After the bye, because they were rolling, and then all of a sudden it fell apart.
Maybe at Colorado,
weeks.
maybe they get some magic going because they had the upset against Iowa State the other day. It's possible. I wouldn't count on it. So, Jamie, I would have thought Arizona State would have been buried after this weekend because I expected Tech to lose or to win the game. But my answer matches yours. I think it's Texas Tech and Arizona State that end up together in the Big 12 championship, which to me I think is the scariest matchup, by the way. Not that you can't beat them. I think Kenny Dillingham has just an it factor to him. Personally, I think he's got an edge that his team buys into, that his team emulates. And that's how they win games like they did on Saturday. They also have a potential first-round quarterback and first-round receiver out there. And Sam Leavitt made plays on Saturday. He got out of a couple of picks, but he still made some plays on Saturday that obviously helped them win football games. And he was a little hobbled too. So I think...
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah, I think there were some plays he absolutely would have run on that he extended to throw on instead of running, that he did not know. If it was his normal foot, which he was dealing with a foot issue, if he was closer to 100% there, I think, and he definitely looked at warming up. I don't know if it was all gamesmanship or what, but there was some limping going on. So, all right, Jamie, you get to play.
I agree that it's a very scary matchup.
Is it the scariest?
If they go undefeated the rest of the way, that's
yeah.
And they end up with just one Big 12 loss. That's a scary matchup, no doubt.
Is there someone that's scarier to you? BYU only has one loss.
Maybe BYU.
If they've only got the one loss, then yeah, I think they showed BYU looked good. There's no question. They impressed against Utah, but I also think they had an awesome crowd backing them too. And home games and neutral sites are obviously different.
What are the tiebreakers, Choice? If Tech beats BYU,
you're gonna make me pull it up, aren't you?
And Arizona State wins out, and Tech wins out.
Okay. So you're going Tech beats BYU.
Arizona State goes 8-1. Texas Tech goes 8-1. BYU goes 8-1.
I will tell you that in a little bit.
Okay.
Because I have the machine that does it all for you.
And the machine, you have to select each.
Yeah, you have to select each game.
Yeah.
So I'll do it for you.
Because I think that could happen.
I agree. I think it could happen. So
if you don't have a good answer for me, don't give it to me.
I'm not going to tell you. Guess the line, Jamie. No, some of these you may have already. Have you seen all the lines for this
I have not looked at the lines.
Have you seen the Texas Tech line?
I heard you say it was 38.5-ish.
Is that not crazy for
a
conference game?
That is crazy.
All right, Kansas at Kansas State. Sunflower Showdown in... Reverse that. Kansas State at Kansas. In Lawrence. What would Jamie set the line at?
I would go Kansas minus 4.
Good job. 3.5. Jamie's a bookie in his off time. BYU at Iowa State.
Iowa State minus 3.
2.5. Golly. Baylor at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati minus 4.
Ooh, he's just trying to make it look like he's not an expert. Minus 5.5. You're only 1.5 points off. Not bad. TCU at West Virginia.
TCU minus 7.
TCU a 15.5 point favorite. All right, now he's really trying to make it look like that. Houston at Arizona State.
Arizona State minus 5.5.
They're an 8.5 point home favorite against Houston. And then finally, Utah hosts Colorado.
Utah minus 21.5.
You were really good at this game at the beginning and then struggled down the stretch. 13.5 for Utah.
Trying to throw you off. I don't want you to think I'm really a bookie.
So
when in all reality, Jamie's actually a degenerate gambler in his free time.
So you said, what is the... We'll bring that scenario for you coming up.
BYU, Tech, and ASU all 8-1.
But Tech's win is over BYU, right?
Correct.
Someone says then Tech is in over BYU, not hard. Head-to-head first tiebreak.
But if they all have the same 8-1 conference record.
And they each have losses to each other, except...
No,
so I think it
BYU.
is the head-to-head is the first tiebreaker. So, but not if not everybody has played each other head-to-head. So there is another caveat to that. Three-way ties are different.
Yeah.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It's that time of day. Tell me I'm wrong. It's the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score. And 100.7 The Score. I'm getting chastised on the chat line first from old Razzle Dazzle. Quit reading stuff backwards. It completely takes out the funniness. Dang it. My bad. He said and flat out. Doesn't like bedtime TV.
It's flat out and.
I said flat out and. My bad.
I think the text...
Dyslexia gets in the way sometimes.
No.
No, he wrote it that way because he was wanting to say and flat out. Doesn't.
Okay.
My bad. Oh, Razzle Dazzle.
My wife watches I'm going to guess about 30 minutes of TV a month.
Oh, wow.
I'm not exaggerating.
Including football?
She doesn't watch football. She just it's on in the room while she's doing other things.
Okay.
She doesn't sit down and watch it with me. She may be sitting on the couch, working on something or whatever, but she's not really dialed in.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. You got her statement for today. Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, I have been accused of being an old fuddy-duddy.
Never.
I have been accused, and along with that, I have some really bad get off my lawn takes.
Occasionally, sure.
Okay? I'm just so old I don't remember things anymore. This one is maybe going to push the limits. Okay?
I love it.
From what we saw from Choice's friend Jordan Tyson this weekend, this is why.
Pardon?
One of the reasons why I think if you sit down on a football or a basketball field and make the trainers come out and stop the game for you, that you should have to sit out for 5 minutes. I don't think this impacted the game whatsoever. I'm not accusing of that. I'm just saying, if you want to sit down out there and get everybody else to come out, which thank goodness they happen to be showing it in front of us right now,
that play,
and want the trainer to come out and look at you so you can pretend to limp off the field, and later when you do good things, people can talk about how tough you are and all the above, when really you're just putting on a show, okay? You should have to sit out for 5 minutes. Not the complete game. Otherwise, get up, walk yourself over to the sideline, and see the trainers. We worked all these different rules in sports about speeding up the game and making the games go fast, okay? And making them entertaining. Yeah, we continue to allow players to sit there on the court or the field and pretend they're hurt when and you guys sometimes, our Choice specifically has been upset with me because I don't believe guys.
No, not
and Darion Williams was a classic example. He was totally milking it for the crowd, for the TV cameras, all the above.
Are you mixing me up? I thought
you've
been on the same
you
side.
think I've been too harsh on this stuff.
No, I think we've been on the same
We
side.
can blame Clint's guy Paul Pierce and Dwayne Wade and all of that happened.
Paul Pierce went out on a
on a
wheelchair, right?
For a shoulder injury. Okay? All right? But you should not be able to stop a game for 5 or 6 minutes like Jordan Tyson did and then be back in 2 plays later. You absolutely should not.
So,
I'm not saying it changes who wins the game or anything like that. I'm saying if you want the show, then you got to sit out for a while.
Dude,
Do not slow down the enjoyment of the game so you can get more eyeballs on you.
You're 95% right.
This is happening at every level in every sport now.
I don't like your 5 minutes.
And it drives me nuts.
I don't like your 5 minutes thing for football.
What do you think it should be? The rest of the remainder of the drive?
Yep.
Okay. I can buy into that.
I will take the remainder of the drive, defense or offense.
Yep, I can buy into that.
And you can absolutely do it in the name of safety. You could say, oh, hey, we're trying to make sure he's completely healthy.
Yeah.
We want him to be completely healthy before he gets back on the field. So
I am so tired of this in sports.
I'm in for you.
It wears me out.
You're right. It happens too much. There was another play where Tyson went out later in the game. ASU called a timeout so they could bring him back onto the field.
Yeah.
This was, I think, on the final drive of the game. But he goes out and with a limp.
My answer is you're not wrong. I think with a different parameter other than a certain time during a game.
What about in basketball? What's the choice? You said one drive. What about in basketball?
Maybe you go 2 minutes of game time.
2 minutes of
like
game
that.
time? Okay.
Or
something in there.
You can't come in until the next media time, after the next media timeout.
Yeah. Don't you think this would absolutely cut down on this?
Yeah, I do. I do. But
it is a beat down.
The litigation argument, Jamie, against
litigation
is that
if you're hurt, you don't have to go back in.
Guys are going to stay out there through injury and hurt themselves worse.
No,
that's
you can
where
walk
the
over.
argument will be.
You are more than welcome to walk over to the sideline.
Oh, you're saying if you have to leave,
if the trainer has to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, you are more than.
If it's bad enough,
Choice,
where
how
the
many
trainer
players
has to
in the
come out?
history have ever, before the last 10 years or so, hurt themselves and limped over to the sideline? That used to be the norm.
Well, the main reason for it, where this started, was your Aggies down south to slow down drives.
No, that's not when this started. That's not when
No?
it started. No. You think Jordan Tyson was trying to slow down a drive?
No, but that's
he was
where
trying to get people
that's where
eyeballs
the sitting on the
him.
field started, and
Yeah,
now everybody sits on the field.
No,
because coaches tell them to sit on the field.
I agree that some of that is going on. That's not how this started. This started as look at me, look at me.
I think some of the problem is there, where it is a look at me thing, and it's cool to be hurt.
Yeah, that's not how this started. This again started in the '90s with guys like Paul Pierce and Dwayne Wade, trying to get the sympathy and all of that. Oh, look, he's battling through injuries. Blah. Oh, yeah. All of that. This is, I know, my oldest fuddy-duddy take ever.
I don't know if it's the oldest.
I'm so tired of guys. Dude, I mean, Jordan Tyson, in the middle of scoring a touchdown, remembers, I'm supposed to fake like I'm hurt. Then he reaches for his hamstring and then dances.
He joked about it.
And then he dances.
Yeah.
Does anybody believe he was hurt?
I think he had a.
He scores running. He runs fine. He scores. Then wait, I gotta pretend I'm hurt. He grabs his hamstring and then he starts dancing.
Yeah, I think he probably legitimately had a cramp based off how it was, but the playing at it, the making fun of it with the touchdown was silly. There's another one of those fumbles.
Again, and I don't think this was like that helped them win the game or anything like that. Just for the enjoyment of sports. If you're hurt, that's one thing, but you don't get to come back in 2 plays later.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
And parents, teach your kids.
It's not cool to be hurt.
It's not cool to be hurt, okay?
It's cool to show off the bumps and bruises afterwards.
Or you twist your ankle a little bit, it's okay to hop to the sideline. It's all right.
Yep.
That is being tough.
I'm pretty sure, this is from the chat line, I'm pretty sure Paul Pierce went out on a wheelchair because he pooped himself on the floor.
That's a different story.
That was a different one, right?
That's a different Paul Pierce story.
I think that was true too, but not the same one we were talking about.
Typical KU guy.
Do all of them poop themselves? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Why do you make me desk so close to Clint? I think basketball, they should sit out the rest of the half. That's from Mark. Gordo says, Choice, first-time listener, long-time texter. What color are supposed to wear on Saturday for the game? I have not seen an announcement on that. Have you? Everybody likes to be told what color to wear.
Do they?
I think so, yeah. My mom's already asked me twice what color we're wearing for the game Saturday. I don't believe that has been announced, but I could be off base. We'll relay it to y'all as soon as we know if there's a color theme for Saturday.
This has been the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 100-7thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.